What up, Folk? Now, as many of you remember, back in 2004, the NFL cut an exclusive deal with EA Sports so that its flagship American football title, Madden Football, will be the only game that's allowed to have an NFL license. That means it's the only game that's allowed to have real NFL teams, the only game that's allowed to have real NFL players and stadiums, etc. So that's been a sore point among many gamers and football fans alike. While the quality of the games has been varied somewhat throughout the past several years, the whole exclusivity and the lack of competition within the NFL football field has long been source of criticism, with many comparing games in the series to the classic title, Sega Sports' ESPN 2K5. Things reached a boiling point this past summer with the release of Madden 21, a game that's criticized for lacking features that were in past Madden games, having bugs and glitches that have not been addressed, not adding on much in the way of new features or even doing updates to game modes. There is that new playground mode or whatever, and also it's been criticized for having excessive monetization with the Ultimate Team play. So basically, it's seen as a $60 update to Madden 20 rather than a completely new game. So since the release, since the exclusivity deal between EA and the NFL, there have been several different companies that have been trying to take its place as trying to provide an alternative to actual football titles. We've seen Midway's blitz the league before they went out of business. 2K tried to get back into the game with All-Pro Football 2K8. We even seen a revival of sorts of Mutant League Football with the kickstarted Mutant Football League. And on the indie front, we've seen the Axis football games that are on Steam, and we've even seen the game, I think it's Blood Bowl, which is the Warhammer spinoff. That's a strategy game that basically is a fantasy version of football. But there's a new developer that's throwing their hats into the ring. There's a new game throwing its hat into the ring. It's called Maximum Football 2020, and it's set for release next Friday, September 25th. It's a indie developed game that was developed by 3 people. Well, at least its predecessor was Maximum Football 2019. So since that release, they've made some partnerships, they made some allegiances, and they've apparently listened to player feedback. And so this is going to be a college sports-based game. They can't use an NCAA license because EA has that on lockdown as well, despite the fact that the last game they put out using the NCAA license was, of course, NCAA 14, which came back out on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So that was right before this current generation of consoles. So according to the developer, there's going to be a heavy focus on customization and simulation style gameplay. And they released a trailer for it a couple days ago. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so that's Doug Flute's Maximum Football 2020. Um, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the game itself. Let's take a look at the game's webpage. Obviously, the graphics aren't that too impressive, but this is an indie title, not like AAA EA Sports title. So it's going to look at. I think so they're going. So let me move the picture out the way. So there's the guy looks like Doug Flutie. So yeah, the 2019 version of the game is available currently if you want to check it out, like what it would look like. So yeah, there's a Doug Flutie's Maximum Football. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name or what. Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2020 releases Friday, September 25th. Unique partnership with Unity to enhance the core infrastructure of the game, feature improvements to the following areas: game performance, lighting system, player movement, object avoidance, and customer receiver animations. Play designer, dynasty mode, more customization, custom controls, community feedback, Maximum Football Sim League. Or what this would go. Check this out a little bit. Are you interested in the Maximum Football Simulation League? Huh. Okay, so it's kind of like fantasy football, but with the game itself. Interesting. So there's some more generate stuff about it. Dynasty mode, okay. Expanded defensive AI, QB and HB tweaks, faster team customization. Okay. College teams in play now. We'll play with all 130 college teams in play now. That's not all. We've opened up to include 8, 9 league sizes. Obviously, they won't include like real college teams because there's no NCAA license. But still, if they got that like unique, if they make them feel unique enough, and plus there's a customization feature, so you can like recreate your favorite league or whatever, Big Ten or MAC conference. I went to Kent State University as a kid, and I like Ohio State, so I'm Big Ten and MAC conference. That's the beauty of college football. You get to be a fan of more than one team. There's Dynasty Mode, new sim engine. Okay, news headline. Now, all this customization is cool, but I think what's really going to make or break this game is the gameplay. If they can get that down right, then they got a winner. I don't think it's going to be the Madden killer per se, but I do believe it's going to help give it a run for its money. At the very least, if you're tired of Madden and you want to see something new, or if you're a fan of college football and you want to bring that feel back, then you're definitely going to want to check this game out. Team Canada is game for Doug Flutie's Maximum Football. Canada Play Inc. has agreed to a licensing agreement which will feature Football Canada's Team Canada and future updates of Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2020. Gamers will be able to play as one of 10 provincial teams in Canada Cup tournament mode. That's cool. Huh. So apparently they're partnering with a group of people that, with developers of an actual football, gameplay sliders. Okay, so they're showing like all the different like updates they're doing, so that's pretty nice. This is probably an older version, September. Yeah, that's from last year probably. But yeah, they're partnering with developers that have actually worked on Canadian football video games, and I'm surprised that's a thing. Oh, there's a Maximum Football 2018 is also interesting. So this was the one they released this past year. I didn't even know these games exist. There was a 2018. I know there was a 2019. It was like $19 or something. I never picked it up for whatever reason. All right, Maximum Football. So let's see what Metacritic says about it. Yeah, 1.7. Yikes. $130 US teams and 27 Canadian. Yikes. Yeah, they got a little uphill. Yeah, there's a little bit of an uphill battle for this game. Can I play in Spear Interactive? So yeah, like I said, this game is going to. Well, what about this Canadian football 2017? And that's another thing. I'm just not hearing about this thing once I saw. Is there a Metacritic score for this? Okay, so there's Steam reviews. Saying that it's mixed. Okay, so they got like modding in this one too. See what the reviews say about it. At least Madden is playable. See what the positives have to say. So this is not licensed by the CFL or by the CFLA, so they just got the rule sets and not the players. So if you're into Canadian football, then that's one thing you might want to know. But yeah, anyway, going back to this game, it looks pretty interesting. It looks like they're putting a lot of work into it, but like it's got an uphill battle to climb, and I think the thing that's going to make and break this game is if they get the gameplay down right. Nonetheless, I am going to check it out once it comes out. Like, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie is considered to be one of the greatest players in Canadian Football League history. Canada Spear Interactive. American quarterback who won the Heisman Trophy in 1984. Is the best player in college football and had a 21-year professional career. Alright, so interesting. Canada Play was founded by David Winter, a 20-year veteran in the video game industry who boasts production design credits include such titles as EA's Madden, NHL, and FIFA series as well as Batman, Harry Potter, and The Sims. What Batman games, though? Well, Football 18 is available for digital download on the PS and Xbox store. Now, what is 18 like? Let me search that. Here's Access Football. I mentioned that earlier, and here's the Canadian football, so you can get those on here as well. Maximum Football 2018. Wow, I know this is an indie game, but it looks like it looks like PlayStation 1 graphics. But yeah, I can't really rag on the graphics too much. There are no reviews for it. Oh well. Really, I can't rag on the graphics too much because this is an indie game and not like a AAA giant masterpiece. But like I keep saying, I think the big thing is that if they get the gameplay right, that at least they can give players that fun alternative to Madden that they've been looking at. At the very least, the customization looks pretty interesting. So I think that is also going to be a big hook for gamers. So yeah, that was a trailer review for Maximum Football 2020 coming out Friday, September 25th. And this is the first installment of my new segment, Trailer Impressions, or whatever I decide to call it. Anyway, if you like what you just saw, make sure you click that thumbs up. If you want to tell me how much you like what you just saw, or even how much you hate it, or how much you suck, or whatever, let me know in the comments, but hopefully make it nice. But if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon too. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Screwface Capone, and Twitch. And join me every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to watch game streams. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day out there and stay safe.